Will you marry me?
Yes, I'll marry you.
Hey guys, it's your girl Royalty and welcome back to the Royal Archives.
Club jam packed, they gon' treat us like we royalty.
So yesterday I posted on my story on Instagram. You can follow me. It's like I'm doing a Q&A. Ask me some questions. What would you like to know about me? And I actually got a lot of questions. So let's get right into these questions. I'm gonna get into the makeup because one thing I'm gonna do is that. Do you plan to go further with your rapping / producing? Yes, I do. That is actually my main career, music. If you guys don't know me, my dad is a DJ and producer, and I have uncles who are. My mom used to dance or whatever, and I used to be a dancer, and I've gone to music camp. I go to Los Angeles Film School, but for the recording side, the music degree. So yes, I do, and I'm so excited. I have so much that I want to do, and y'all just gotta stay tuned because it's gonna be fire. What got you into music? So like I said, my father is a DJ and a producer, so I was always around music, and also my grandmother used to play all of her favorite music. So in like the 3rd grade, I was singing Nina Simone and Frank Sinatra. Like, I just always loved the music. I did my first talent show in the 6th grade, and then the 7th grade, I went to music camp, like I said. So yeah, music has just always been something that was around me and admired around me, and it just has a large influence on me and who I am today. What is your biggest dream? That's a good question. Oh my God. I think my biggest dream is to be beauty and love personified. I want everyone to meet me to feel like the impact that my presence had on them was just like so strong and so unique and so different and just beautiful. I want everyone to feel like I am a safe space for them to come to and talk to and confide in. I just want to be the embodiment of love and beauty. So yeah. What got you into K-pop / K-culture? Okay, I already know my best friend about to have a field day with this story when she watched this video. So what got me into K-pop and K-culture was actually my best friend. Yeah, let her tell it and let me tell it too, because I ain't never gonna lie.
I was a hater. I was a hater.
We was like 14, 15, however old. And she used to listen to like EXO and BTS. And I was real ignorant back then because I was a kid and it was a product of my environment, unfortunately. And I do not identify with the way I was back then at all. But I was ignorant.
I'm like, why are you listening to them? You don't even know what they're saying. They don't speak English.
So ignorant, right? Like, And so she kept listening to him, kept listening to him, kept listening to it. And so I would go home sometimes and I just be minding my business and I'm humming. Outside of me, the number go by. Hey, I'm like, okay, this hold on. It's stuck in my head now. It's not in my control, it's stuck in my head. So then that's when I would go on YouTube, type in BTS Boy in Love. You know the fixation when you find that song that's going, yeah. So I would listen to it all the time, and then I just crawled down the rabbit hole. I remember I used to be on the phone with her. I used to be on punishment all the time, y'all. So I used to be on the house phone like, yeah, I'm watching BTS, da 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 da. And my best friend used to be sick as fuck. She's like, all that shit you was talking about them beforehand, no, don't like them now. No, y'all, she literally was like,
can't you go stand another group?
But I can't be mad at her because I was talking hella shit about her group before. I had sent her like a whole paragraph message about how I was ignorant before she showed me them. And you know, the grown woman that I am today has a lot to do with the fact that she opened my eyes to more culture, and you know, that ignorance was gone, and I decided to educate myself. Like, I love Renee Down. That's my baby. How many languages do you speak? I speak English, Korean, and the tiniest, slitherest entry-level Spanish. I'm also not fluent in Korean yet. Like, I'm more like intermediate, not advanced, but intermediate. Look, everybody know if I start getting frustrated, I'm gonna just speak all three, and you better context clues your way through that sentence. I don't know what to tell you. How long have you been rapping? Love you, sister. I love you too, Emily. The summer before freshman year. The school I went to was a vocational technical little school. So before we got into the school, you had to go through an interview and you had to go to this little summer program before freshman year started. And we had a project and we had to present something. I forgot what it was. It was a project we had to present. And I'm really good with projects. I do not have like social anxiety when it comes to presenting and things like that. Like, I'm real good with that. I'm very extroverted. The introvert child to extroverted adult pipeline is crazy. But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna write a rap. And I rapped about it, and I ain't gonna hold you, it went hard. It went hard. So that was the first time I ever rapped. And then after that, I would go home and like go on YouTube and type in J. Cole type beat. I still be doing that sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. But I would type in like J. Cole type beats and write over them. And I had like 3 notebooks that looked like this. Like 3 notebooks that would look like this. And they was like full of little raps and songs and lyrics and stuff. And my dad used to always tell me that I was really good with writing. My father wanted me to major in English in college so bad, but no, that's not what I want to do, period. Oh yes, that was the first time I ever rapped. Like, that was the start of it. And I was like 14. What made you start writing music, and who was the inspo? What made me really want to write was definitely probably J. Cole and Jay-Z. Those were very large influences on me when I was younger. When it came to hip hop and rap and stuff like that, I always loved the messages that they had and the things that they said. Of course, they have, you know, male rappers have their misogynistic little ways. Oh, and I've always loved poetry. Like, poetry and writing is something that I'm so good at. My favorite subjects in school were always English and history. I love writing. I could write the fuck out of an essay. Like, real bad. And I was always so good with poems. Every single poem and sonnets or whatever that I had to do in high school always got A pluses, straight 100s, nothing lower than a 90 for real. Plus I was in like AP literature and honors English and math and stuff like that.
I'm still a nerd. I'm just being honest. I'm still a
nerd. What are some things you do when you're having a not so okay day? On not so okay days, I definitely like distance myself from my phone. So I might not like reply to messages or texts, or that's the same thing. I might not respond to messages or calls or all the other stuff if I'm not feeling it. And I would probably watch things that make me feel good. Like, my comfort movies and shows is the Scream franchise. I mean, Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the one that's gonna come out, this MTV Scream TV show. I love Charmed. Currently I'm rewatching Teen Wolf. Yeah, that movie I know is gonna be fire. I just already know it. Reaction to meeting a celebrity for the first time. When I was younger, I would think that when I see a celebrity, I was gonna be like, but as I got older, I started to realize these ain't nothing but regular people who could like do music just like me. Like, my reactions to seeing like Coldplay, BTS, all the other stuff, like, I was pretty chill about it. Like, I wasn't really nervous. It was cool seeing BTS, I ain't gonna hold you, like, cause they're so fine. So I was holding it back, but I was like, damn, let me get back to work. Let me get back to work. It's Namjoon and JK and Yuki in person.
different.
What keeps you motivated to pursue the things you love? Number 1 would have to be my baby sister. Like, my little sister, she is everything to me. Her name is Tanaya. I actually do plan on getting her name tattooed on me. That's the only name I really feel like I'm gonna get permanently on my skin, except for like if I have a child. If I have a child. But I love her with my whole heart. If anybody on this earth have a number 1 spot in my heart, it would be my little sister. So she's one of the ones, like, I never like to see her struggle. I never like to see her sad or mad or depressed or anything. So I'm just working really hard. I want to give her the life that she deserves, that I know that she wants. And if I can support her in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to do that. Number 2, I think what motivates me is I know that I was destined for this. There's not a doubt in my mind that music and interacting with people is not what I was supposed to be doing. Like, I genuinely feel like I was put on this earth to be an embodiment of love, an embodiment of grace and talent. I want to be the safe space or the person to look up to that I wanted when I was younger. Like, if I had a Lizzo when I was younger, girl, please. Favorite color. My favorite colors are pink and green. You already know. Like, my keyboard right here is green. I have so much pink. Like, my lock screen is pink. Of course, I got the pink Hello Kitty. Like, I love pink. This is a pink Starbucks cup. You can see the Starbucks at the bottom, but I actually thrifted this like a few years ago. Of course, I washed it with bleach and all that. Pastel pink, pastel green, or sage green. Love sage green and I love forest green. But for the pinks, I like the lighter pinks. Like hot pink, that give me a headache. I can't do it. Who's your role model? Oh my God. My role model, I really do look, okay, so I don't put anyone on like a really high pedestal. Like I don't idolize these people, but my role model, number one, would probably have to be Lizzo. She's such a beautiful person. Like, it's like whenever I see her perform, I actually cry. Like tears come out of my eyes. Like I feel so proud of her. I feel like, I don't know if you call it an empath, but like I feel her whole presence immensely. Like I look up to her a lot. Like she's such a beautiful person and she's not afraid to be held accountable, and she's not afraid to she's not afraid to correct herself, and she's just striving to be a beautiful human being, and that's what she is, and I definitely look up to that. How long have you been learning Korean? What's the hardest word phrase to say? So I started actually like wanting to learn in like 2017, maybe like spring, summer 2017 is when I started to learn, but I was doing it incorrectly. Like I knew Hangul. Like I learned the alphabet like 20 minutes from YouTube. That was easy to remember. First started learning, my father brought me my first ever Korean book, and it was Korean for Dummies. Wait, I'm recording. Yeah, that book, it had all of the words like romanized. Like that's not how you learn. You do not type out the letters like with English letters. Like that don't
make sense.
You gotta abandon the way you're thinking in English to learn another language. The hardest phrase to say? Anything with like back-to-back reads. Like this character, it be whooping me real bad. What's the latest with your evil Sims? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna post a picture right here. I'm gonna put the pictures up right here so you can see. Yeah. Some of them have lost their minds. Others are falling in love. So yeah, my Sims, I feel like I should make Sim streaming videos because I feel like that would be funny because they be doing wild stuff. Will you marry me? Yes, I'll marry you. Yes, I'll marry you. Send me the details for the wedding we live. How are you? Oh, I'm good. I'm better now. I wasn't as good before. I was not having a nice time in my own brain for a minute. But yeah, that's a little bit of
seasonal depression.
It is not easy, and no one can really help you. You kind of gotta help yourself, and you gotta want to help yourself. So I'm much better now. If not entertainment, what is your dream job? I would love to be a psychologist. Like that used to be my major in college when I used to go to Kennesaw State. I was a psychology major, and I used to be a nursing major. I actually have my nursing shirt on. I really would love to be a psychologist. It's very intriguing. I got intrigued in neuroscience when my grandmother got dementia and I had a boyfriend who had epilepsy. So I was very interested in neuroscience and how that was working, especially how I could help him if anything happened. And I started to want to learn about it. So I majored in it. Jeez. Who are your inspirations when it comes to rap? J. Cole. I like, of course, we love like Megan and stuff like that. I don't think I'm gonna be rapping much about like sex, but her flow is amazing. I like Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill, all that stuff. And I was a huge Kanye West fan and Jay-Z fan when I was growing up. Oh my God. It was bad. But yes, and also of course Lizzo, because her whole embodiment of who she is, like as a person, is amazing. Are you holding on to something that you need to let go of? I was gonna say no. I was gonna lie. I was gonna say no, but yes. Like, I don't know why it's so easy for me to forgive others, but not myself. Like, I don't know. I always be holding myself more accountable than I hold others accountable. I don't know if that's how you say it. Like, my ignorance from when I was younger always like makes me be like, dang, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Or why did I react this way when I was younger? But I have to forgive myself because I was literally a child. Like, I was a teenager or like really young. And I think now I just separated myself so far from who I used to be that just thinking about that, it's like, why would you do that? Why would you say that? So yeah, I'm more of a person who gives grace, but just not to myself. Ooh.
Imposter syndrome. Oh my God.
What album / artist inspired you to want to pursue music? I said the artists, but the albums, I would have to say Jay-Z's The Blueprint 3. My father used to play that in the car all the time. I swear, DOA, Death of Autotune. I know just about I know every word, beat. I know every part of that song. Used to play it all the time. When I heard the song Be Free by J. Cole, oh my God, I was blown away. 2014 Forest Hill Drive, J. Cole was lit. Yeah. Also, Hwa Young Hwa, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life. I think that's what that means. BTS album, Wings. Oh my God. Anything Namjoon puts a pen on, yeah, I'ma love it down. He is actually my #1 favorite like writer in music ever. Love him. In My Mind, Pharrell. Oh my God, that album had me in a chokehold. To this day, I be minding my business and all I be saying is, can I have it like that? You gotta like that. Can I have it like that? You gotta like that. The College Dropout and Graduation by Kanye West were also in there. What's the lesson you learned from 2022 that you'll take into this year? Post that content. I want to say I got over 1 million views at least 4 or 5 times last year, like on different occasions and different types of TikToks. Post that content. Being nice will take you places. Being nice will take you places. Like in Vegas, when I was there for the PTT Las Vegas concerts, something happened with my job and my hotel arrangements or whatever, and it was 2 girls who I did not know were making a paint. Like, I just met them like 4 hours ago. It was like, oh, you could stay with us. That is a very risky thing. Because they felt comfortable with me, they allowed me to stay with them. And then I met up with my other friend who ended up being my close friends afterwards. Like, yeah, like being nice and being yourself and just being a kind person gets you very far. Because I don't know what would happen if they didn't take care of me. So, love you guys. How have you been able to keep up with BTS after all these years? Oh my God. Actually, it was a point in time when I wasn't keeping up with them. I want to say 2019 and 2020, I was not really keeping up with BTS like that. Like, I had drifted away. Life was whooping me down. Me pinned up against the wall like it wasn't, my mental health was bad. I had 2 bad back-to-back relationships. Lord. Somebody, it was, yeah. I got back into them when I was on TikTok. Also, when I started making TikToks about BTS, because I originally did not have TikToks about BTS. Like, I haven't been as on top of them as I used to be, because I'm like distancing myself a little bit from the K-pop community. And I think I might do a whole video on why I left K-pop TikTok. When are you dropping that album? I want to drop a mixtape this year, by the end of the year. Like, I really do. And I'm going to do it, period. Any new music you can give us a sneak peek of? I'm going to just show you the beat, and the beat only. Here's a sneak peek of the beat. Know that you all I do. Know that you all yeah, that's it. How'd you get so beautiful? Sky, I love you. Like, how'd you get so beautiful? Like, I love you, babe. How do you plan for a K-pop concert? Ciao. I would say, of course, you gotta have a clear bag, a portable charger, a strong one. You need to have your ID and your, like, all the stuff that you need in order to prove who you are when going into there. You need that. I would say bring like a little tiny fan because it'd be hot. It'd be hot. Bring deodorant because it'd be hot and people be...
Oh God, please say it ain't so.
Yeah. If you have your makeup done, bring the little stuff that could like touch it up, like your powder, your lip gloss, your eyeliner, a little bit of glue in case your lashes start coming off. Something, girl. You've never been to that stadium before, you're gonna be lost, and it's okay. Just ask the people who work there. They're gonna tell you where to go. And if you're of age, get you a drink. A nice drink while they performing fucking it up. You're gonna think you the other member of the group. I know I did. I know I did.
Let me not say that because I was at work. You know what? Fuck that company. The way they did me in Vegas, fuck them.
These questions were so good. I'm so surprised. I got a lot more like responses than I thought I would. I did ask friends to please like say something, but a lot of people that I'm not even friends with, a lot of y'all put in some questions. Don't forget to leave a like so you can push this video onto the algorithm. Please subscribe and hit that bell. Follow me on all my social medias that are on the screen. They are all the same username, Royal Archives. Thank you so much. I love you.
Club jam packed, they gon' treat us like we royalty.